Yeah, so I need advice from Stabby Gets Ripped POV.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been going to the gym pretty seriously now for about 5 months. I have a pretty good program.
Nice.
There's a little section of the gym though that I call no man's land, where like the more serious equipment is and the free weights and stuff. And I feel like I'm ready to break into that zone. The only problem is um I do get hit on like quite a bit already.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a full sleeve of like anime characters, and I was not expecting the gym bros to also be heavy weebs, and they just take that as an open invite to come and make small talk and ask me if they hurt and
Oh
if
man,
I'm gonna
yeah.
get more.
Yeah.
And it's just miserable as is. And I just want to be able to work out over there in confidence without having to constantly, take out my headphones, stop my reps, and talk to these gym bros.
Right, right, right. Well, I mean, the first so one thing I would say is I don't know that being in this section is going to necessarily increase how much you're going to get hit. I think this is just a problem of being in the gym. I don't think it's going to be worse if you do free weights instead of machines. In fact, there might be a school of thought that says the people there are more serious about lifting and might
Mm.
respect that you're doing your shit more so, right? Like that's one thing. I would say don't think it's necessarily going to be, don't get ahead of yourself. I mean, this is still a problem either way. My hunch is it'll be about the same. Um,
Mm.
and then the other thing I would say is like, um, y- you don't have to stop your reps. And I'm only saying this because the one thing about being a guy who got famous on the internet is that it's sort of, you kind of get treated like a hot woman, where guys in their 30s, you feel them looking at you feel them wanting to talk to you. And there's times where you feel up to it. Like, I can tell when somebody's fucking. And literally, this happened to me at the gym very recently, where somebody was standing right by me. I could feel them. I'm in the middle of something, so I just don't. I just ignore that. And they even were talking to me, but I had headphones in. And it's happened before when I didn't have headphones in, and I just am pretty rude. I'm like, I'm in the middle of something, and they realize they're being dickheads, right? Like, so at a minimum, I would say you don't have to stop what you're doing. You don't have to do anything. You have to get a little ruder here. You have to kind of be a little meaner when people are sort of imposing on your time. Um, Especially at the gym, like, you would think at the gym of all places, there might be a little understanding and a little like, it's a little safer to behave that way. I know women are scared to be rude because you never know if some guy's literally going to kill you for being for just like having a boundary with a stranger. But I think at the gym it might actually be a little more understandable that you hope at least that those people are there for the same goal. So that's kind of two pieces of general advice. You know what I mean? Like, um,
I was also thinking kind of treat it like prison and just go make friends with the biggest beefcake I can find and then kind of
yeah,
maybe have him do my bidding.
yeah. That I like that
But I've
idea.
yet to work up the confidence for that one.
Well, I guess so. Is this a new gym? Have you been there a while? Like, what is? Because I would
No,
think
I
that eventually this would just stop from just being there, rejecting people enough or whatever.
no, it kind of intensifies to where I've been at this gym for like 5 months now, and there's a few different people where I gave them like a pity, oh, ha ha, yeah,
Yeah,
it didn't really hurt to get a tattoo. And now every time they see me, they go out of their way to go, oh, hey, where have you been? I haven't seen you this
yeah.
week. Or so now I'm
Uh,
getting like flagged down just because I threw out one pity conversation here and
yeah,
there.
yeah. That's tough, and that is. I've been there too, where it's like you just see a person and you're like, but
Fuck.
I just think, I mean, unfortunately, there's like, you have to stem the tide. No more pity combos. I think you understand that now, right? Like you can't keep this going. And then you have to just think about how to slowly sort of like recede from the conversations you already have, right? Like, you don't have to be a dickhead about it, but you could sort of like now look, part of this is also once you go to a gym, and even if someone's not trying to fuck you, part of like being in terms of, in any kind of community is that sometimes there is an annoying guy that you just have to say hello to, right? That unfortunately happens. But I think you just have to sort of minimize that as much as you can. Try and get out of there as soon as possible. Give them like a wave and keep walking. Just sort of like the little tricks of keep your headphones in. That is like kind of a nice sign of disrespect of like, oh, hey, oh, cool, and then, oh, really got ahead. It's like, good to see you. Have a good workout. Or like, give them the like, when I want to keep a social interaction brief, I'm like, oh, nice, man. Well, hey, I'll see you around. Crush. Oh, yeah, I've been busy. Haven't been in for a while. Well, keep it up. You just kind of have to get out of there as soon as possible while maintaining the patina of friendliness.
I think in the gym, like the headphone is your biggest weapon you can use to guard against this. I'm just imagining someone comes up to you, like it's an annoying person who wants to chat, and it's like, hey, people sometimes they chat when they know you, sometimes they don't really need to, so you just got to do a like, take one headphone off, keep it right near your ear.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
huh? Oh, yeah, no, good to see you.
Not even that, just a smile, just like a 2-word response to whatever bullshit they say, and then be like, oh, I got to finish this set and put it back in. And like, if they can't take that hint, which I'm sure a fucking nerd in the gym probably can, honestly, but I don't know. I think that's like your biggest asset. That's a pretty clear sign that you are not trying to like talk.
Yeah, you're just going to have to. Yeah, sorry.
Palpable RBF, I thought was going to be enough. I keep it pretty locked in, but there are still some brave souls that really just want to talk.
Yeah, this is so crazy to me because it's like I feel like the gym is maybe the worst place to. Like, I would just never approach a woman at the gym. Yeah. Because it just feels such a, like... The gym is just such a... It's kind of like a vestige of... It's, like, communal but private. Where it's like everyone's doing their own thing, and we have to interact because it's completely unreasonable for us all to have our own... like equipment. It's the only way for us to be able to get jacked. But we shouldn't. I don't know you just because we're at this gym, and so it's just very odd to me that people continue. And then like, look, the other thing is you're gonna have to in your back pocket just have setting a firm boundary. You know what I mean? Like just being like, okay, well, or if someone's like taking too much of your time, you just have to be like, I really have to get back to this workout, whatever. I mean, that's another thing. It's like the headphone is good. And also, working out is like, it's hard to find time for it. You're probably busy. You should be like, oh, well, I got to get back to this or, well, really got to crush this. I mean, you don't owe anybody anything. And I think slowly kind of giving them hints is important. But also, if you are backed into a corner, you should be like, I'm here to work out. I really don't want to spend, Yeah. Like you can even be like, hey, please don't. You're really slowing me down. You're a nice person. But I just can't be having these conversations. As crazy and awkward as that is to say, that has to be you have to be ready to deploy that.
Yeah, it might be time to invest in the over-the-ear headphones.
Yeah,
like the full, the
for
big
real.
macho ones.
And also just kind of being rude. I have to be honest. Just not even being rude, but being like focusing on yourself, focusing on your thing, having a little timer that goes off. You're like, oh, got to get back to it. You know what I mean? Like, but this is also ultimately, though, I think this boils down to it's not general advice for not getting hit on at a gym. It's probably boils down like there's 3 annoying guys that you want out of your life realistically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to look at it that way, and you have to chip away. You have to sort of freeze relations with them. You have to get icier with them. And then if you feel like it, you just have to be like, all right, man, I have to get back to my workout, or just make it clear how you feel.
I'm trying to think what backhanded gesture would like diminish my masculinity a little if I like was trying to like hit on a girl at the gym or something. Like, I don't know, like offering a fist bump or something to some stupid bullshit they say, like, that can't be a great feeling.
There's any engagement she does with these people is a mistake. The more you interact, it's just they're not reading the signs.
Yeah.
They're just fucking dumbasses that think the more exactly
horrible.
any morsel of attention they take as a win. So that's why I'm saying you have to just sort of like as polite as you feel like being, because the simple answer is telling somebody like, hey, I really come here to work out. I don't come here to socialize, right? You could say that, right? There's like that's the extreme way to do it. But you're a nice person. You're non-confrontational. You have a fucking Naruto sleeve. You're probably not the most aggressive person in the world. You don't want to do this stuff. So it's like you want to keep it nice too. We get that. That's your personality. But that's really the answer. You have to be as mean as feels okay for you to be. And also, these might be dorks who aren't trying to fuck you and are just annoying guys. And maybe that's a little easier to deal. It's probably easier to deal with them if you think of them that way, even though that's probably not true. Think of them as like sexless dorks, and it might be easier for you to just sort of like find a middle ground between really mean and bullying and just like, being civil while still maintaining your time.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna walk in today and go, hey, Stav said it's cool to tell you to fuck off. So,
yeah, absolutely. You can absolutely say that. You can absolutely say that.
That's what I'm gonna work with.
Yeah, you can start there for sure.
Well, thank you for the advice. I appreciate you taking my call, and cheers to getting ripped.
Thank
Stay
you.
at it. It's hard.
You too. It is hard, I know, but good for you. Good for you, sister.
Thanks. You too. Have a good day, guys.
See ya.
Bye, Miss Weeb.